Hi, everyone. I am excited to be here on day two of, this is my second YouTube live video. And today I wanted to kind of talk about, so in the first video that I shared with you, I was talking about not ignoring the whisperings that told me that I should start a YouTube channel. I don't know where to look in the screen right now, so I'm just trying to figure that out. But anyway, and I wanted to kind of play off of that a little bit in terms of something a little bit more serious when it comes to whisperings. So I try to listen to the whisperings around me, especially from my body, as much as I can now, because in the past, I was not listening to the whisperings, and that actually was what led to my blog, Dance Me Free. So, for those of you who don't know, my blog, Dance Me Free, is dedicated to the power of dance and other arts to heal. And how it came about was because I had been ignoring lots of sensations in my body that I wasn't actually even aware of that were telling me that something was wrong, that I needed to change some things in my life. I was in a really stupid relationship, if you could call it that, and was not being valued. But I also wasn't valuing myself in that situation. There were things in my life that I was just dying to do, but I didn't think that I could do them. But I was like envious of other people doing them. And I never really had an issue with weight to any extreme level. So when I wasn't doing a lot of active kind of things, once in a while going to the gym, but I wasn't watching what I ate. Not that I ate badly, but maybe I just didn't eat enough vegetables and get enough of the right nutrients in certain situations. And my body was telling me this for many years, I'm sure, now that I look back. There were times where I had kind of felt really faint or really, my stomach didn't feel good if I ate something, or I was getting headaches, or I was feeling really lethargic. And I just figured that that was something that was happening to me, and I didn't know that I could do something about it. But I didn't realize that my body was whispering to me. It was trying to help me. It was trying to tell me, like, there are certain things that need to change, and maybe you need to eat differently. Maybe you need to look at the people that you spend time with, especially like in a romantic relationship. And even to the point of, like, I was in a situation where I was in a car accident. I was not driving, and the person that I was with in a relationship was driving the car at the time. And again, it was like, besides the whisperings of my body telling me what's going on, the universe was telling me, like, you need to stop. Like, I'm going to try to get your attention in other ways so you can see that you need to stop and change some things. And even things like, I wasn't speaking up about what I wanted in in many situations, not just romantic relationship type things. It was just also in my work life, in my like family situations. I was trying to be, I had gotten this sort of nickname as the middleman, because I would try to make things comfortable for everyone and just make everything peaceful for everyone. But I didn't realize that I was actually needing to not suppress the emotions that I was feeling, and not just make everything comfortable for everyone else, because I was shoving down things that I was feeling and I was needing, and I was either scared of or didn't know how to express. And my body started doing these little things throughout my, months and years beforehand, just giving me whisperings that, like, this needs to change. Like, I'll give you a headache here, or I'll make you feel faint here, or you're going to get into a bit of a car accident here, but you'll be fine. But it's like, these whisperings first came to change some things, and then I wasn't listening, and then the whisperings turned into what could I call them? Nudging, like serious nudging. And then it became like yelling. Like my body, I didn't realize that my body was yelling at me, um, and not against me, but for me. And when the yelling got really bad, I had lost feeling in parts of my body. I was having trouble moving. I, yeah, the numbness, the headaches, everything just compounded into a lot more than I could handle. And I didn't know what was happening. And I had gotten diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And although people say that MS and other autoimmune conditions are the immune system or the body attacking itself, I don't believe that. I think that the body is always on our side, and it's trying to help us in small ways at first so that it doesn't disrupt us too much. And those for me were like the whisperings. And then when you don't listen to that, the body, I think, has to do something bigger to make you listen, to help you save it and yourself. And then when that doesn't work, there's the body screaming. So I'm sharing this with you because last week's video was lighter. It was a whispering of create a YouTube channel. But the reason that I'm sharing this more serious stuff right now is because the reason I'm able to listen to these smaller whisperings now, even the slightest ones, is because I've been over many, many years learning to listen to the whisperings and learning to, getting MS and experiencing what it feels like when my body screams. And it still does on some occasions when I haven't been listening to the lead up to it. But it's helping me to understand what I need, what my body needs, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And it is such a powerful thing when you start realizing that your body is working for you, and that it can whisper and it can nudge and it can push and shove and it can scream. And again, I think it's screaming for us, for you, not against you. And I just wanted to share that it's kind of an introduction to part of my story of healing. I'm still on it. It's a journey that has been very fascinating and interesting to me. It has been scary at times, but when I think of it this way, it reminds me that there's a rhyme and reason to this. Like, if I can learn the lessons from what is going on in my body and the lessons from getting MS, and if I can perk up my ears, well, not necessarily my physical ears, but my intuition and my ability to connect with my body so that I can hear what it's trying to tell me hopefully before it even gets to screaming. This would really, really be beneficial in my life. And I just wanted to remind you all of the same thing. If you're going through anything physical or emotional, to look at what your body might be telling you and see if you can catch it before it needs to start screaming at you, because it is it is an amazing lesson when we learn how to tap into what our body's telling us, and it can be scary to listen, but it can also save you a lot of trouble and a lot of um, illness or issues later on in life if you do catch it beforehand. Um, Thank you all for listening. I'm going to just leave it at this for now. And in subsequent videos, I'll go into more details about some of what I've been going through and what I've been learning. And I really appreciate you all listening. Have a great weekend.